First of all, I stepped into the executive director role, being the new executive director after Kerry Stoner. I don't ever say the word I replaced Kerry Stoner, because you don't replace Kerry Stoner. He truly was a one of a kind, dynamic, smart, kind, did an amazing job. But what I had to do was create my own role as the executive director. I had to be myself. And when I reflect back and think, what was my legacy? What was my time in the seat? I think my time in the seat was there to help us get financially stable and programmatically focused. We were doing great programs. There's no negative on my prior walking in, but we were at this point in time where that was critical. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud that we were able to do that work, putting in the right people. And all of these things are because of all the other people who helped me. The biggest thing that I'm most proud of is being able to surround myself with the kind of talent that we needed to do the work we did. And all of those folks, they talk about, what we do today, we stand on the shoulders of giants before us. I stood on the shoulders of giants, and I think the people who are currently at Allied stood on the shoulder of some of the giants that helped me get this work done. I was probably the right guy at the right moment, I hope, to have taken us from where we were to where we needed to be. I feel like I handed it off better than I found it. To me, the biggest story when I think about those early days was how important it was for every one of us to rally around making sure that what we did every day didn't go away. We knew, our clients were coming in, the life expectancy was 18 to 24 months for these folks. And these were people, young men mainly, in the prime of their lives, losing their fight, devastating to them and their families and everyone that loved them. We needed to be there for them. The biggest change for us was when we landed a gift with the R.K. Mellon Foundation. We asked for a revolving fund to help us get some cash flow. They had faith in us. They knew what we were doing was important. They gave us a revolving grant that we could draw on. And with Myrna's help, we ended up being able to use that as a cash flow backup. And, I'm proud of the fact that when I left 5 years later, we had half of our operating budget in the bank. And so we were able to do some of those things. There were a lot of things that happened during that path that made us be able to be available for people going forward. If we had more opportunities to continue to expand, what would we look like? And it's interesting seeing Allied today, who they are today, and knowing where we were then. I feel like that those years at the AIDS Task Force helped me grow up as a man. It helped me become more empathetic. It helped me understand, not just professionally, how you have to manage responsibility, but how you manage responsibility for others. And for me, that didn't come because I had an aha moment. It came because of all the people that I had the chance to work with. The entire employee base. I think about the old days with some of those folks, Pam Vingle working with our volunteer base, and she taught me what it was like to really work with volunteers and how important each and every one of them were, because they were donating their time and they were putting in countless hours to help us, answering the phone for us, attorneys providing free legal care. We had so many things that we were being able to do. And for me, when I looked around and saw all the other people that were sitting arm in arm with me, it made something that seemed so challenging, and this incredible sense of urgency that we had wasn't lost. But it also felt like we're doing this together, and there was a passion for what we were doing, and there was a chance for us to do more for other people. Every time there was some success, we celebrated it. And so as overwhelming as it could be, there was also this sense of we're a family. We're committed to doing this as a volunteer and staff team, and getting the community to rally around us. I think that gave me hope, and it helped me push forward. It helped me also be the proud leader of the organization that I was. I was extremely proud to serve as the executive director of the Pittsburgh AIDS Task Force. To me, it was an amazing opportunity that I would never trade that in my life, because it made me who I am today in so many ways.